lovely Scorpio, welcome to your July reading. Okay, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, cross watchers, anybody who's here, you are very welcome. Really felt like doing your reading today. Happens to me sometimes. I'm like, it's got to be Scorpio. It's got to be Scorpio. So it's you, Scorpio. There will be an extended oof. The link will be in the description box. I will try not to drop all the cards on the floor. But it does feel like it's those. What's going on? That's a messy way to choose cards for Scorpio. But I'm loving it. Okay. July, Scorpio. What do we need to know? Love life. Career. Ooh. Transformations. Feels like we need a couple more cards. Oh. Woof. Okay. Scorpio. There's been something brewing with you for a while. It could be months, could just be weeks, could even be like a year. But there's a bit of a story, there's a bit of a saga that I'm kind of picking up on here. There's a magician here in the corner. Very powerful card. The magician is number 1 in the tarot, and it's about self-mastery and being able to manifest. That's what the magician does. He's got all the elements of the tarot on his table. He's like calling the magic down like that. Maybe he doesn't make the noise, but I kind of imagine that he does. And he's an alchemist. He changes a situation. In the middle of the reading, I've got your card. You've got the Death card, Scorpio energy. We had a full moon in your sign on the 7th of May. And I did some shadow readings for it. I did some on Instagram. I think I did some on here as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Gemstone Tarot. I do sort of different shadow readings over there. And some of them might be for you, actually. When you combine... It's like when you're doing a private reading. I'm not offering them, by the way, at the moment, but I'm just saying, when you do private readings, when you're reading for someone and their sun sign comes up, particularly in the middle of a spread, you know that they're on point. You know that they're coming into their power. To a certain extent for you, Scorpio, there is a sense of awakening in this reading that I'm getting really strongly. And I'm hitting my solar plexus, or sort of my solar plexus, you know, ish. I'm feeling strength for you. There it is. Strength. Self-mastery. Why won't it focus on the card properly? That's better. Okay. For some of you, this is to do with a fire sign person or fire sign energy in your life. There is the energy of sexuality here, which is Scorpionic energy in its purest and most real sense, you know. It could be with regard to a relationship, particularly if the person is younger or a fire sign, particularly Leo, or at a distance from you somehow, but becoming closer in some way during July. Now, we have a lot of eclipses going on, don't we? In July, we have one on the 5th. We had 2 in June. Mercury's still retrograde as we come into it. And we've got this kind of like 12 days of Mercury still being retrograde and things being a bit... And I think you're going to feel a bit kind of backwards and forwards and discombobulated, particularly if you're in some kind of relationship with someone. And I'm not getting here particularly that this is a fully fledged, committed relationship. It feels like a friendship or something in between, or that it got interrupted. This has come up for a few of the signs that I've done so far, this interruption. Now, we're living in an age of interruptions at the moment, you know, things are difficult and people's lives have all been turned upside down in some way or another, particularly with regard to travel, movement, and relationships and events. But somehow for you, and this is really interesting, this interruption has powered something up. Now, I don't know if it's the other person and that it's spurred them into some kind of action, or whether it's you and it's spurred you into some kind of action, and I've got an itchy ear, so it might be that. But either way, you're kind of becoming the magician. You're coming into your strength and your power. And I believe that this has a knock-on effect on other people. You have such a lot of wand energy here, okay? I've got the Queen of Wands, a very feisty individual, someone who is almost diva-like. And I say that in the most positive way, you know? Everyone loves a diva. It's that kind of knows what she wants, says what she wants, moves towards it and leads. It's that kind of energy, and she's leading straight into the Empress. Now, the Empress is all four of these queens put together. She's the energy of four queens in one. You know, she's the mother of the tarot. She's also kind of in the cards with the Fool, the Magician. We've got the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. It's that kind of archetype of mother and father energy, and the Fool coming into his knowing. Scorpio, some of you, and I'm not sure if this came up last month, I think it did. Some of you are coming into some really serious knowing about yourself, about the others, about where you stand, about where they stand, about where you're going to go from here, how things are going to be, how you're going to move. Now, I know that, you know, travel is a nightmare at the moment and it's restricted and all those rules and regulations and everything. But of course, people can still plan. People can still think about what they might like to do or how they're going to do it. For some of you, there is an element of something coming closer. I feel like, and I don't know how this can be, you know, but it feels like someone's going to visit, or someone's at least energetically coming closer. Okay, I've got the Eight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, again, more wands, fire sign energy, someone coming towards you, someone, yeah, and it can be with the Eight of Wands, the communication. So if you've been out of communication with somebody, or it's been stalled, because I also have two fours, and for me, when I get fours in tarot, it's like a pen that keeps animals in. It's the four legs of a table. It's stable. It's not particularly inviting change. You know, it's I'm keeping it this way. It's like doing some sort of rave dance. Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, the energy of keeping things very locked down. Literally, that could be to do with lockdown. Keeping money in the bank. Keeping feelings in your heart. Keeping things close to your chest. And the Four of Swords, making peace with something. You're rising up, and I just get this message that it gives you followers. So it could be that it's on your social media, you know, that you're doing Instagram, or you're doing YouTube or something like that. But for some of you as well, Scorpios, you are finding your voice and your power, and relationship wise, it causes this real chain of events. It lights a touch paper. You've got the Ace of Wands. Creativity, sexuality, number one, with the Magician being number one as well. So he has that Ace of Wands. There it is. For some of you, if this is a romantic relationship, It's pretty smoking. And it may not have been before. This could be a friendship that tips over. This could be a situationship that becomes very significant, very hot, very urgent. We've got the Knight of Wands as well. Here he is, you know, he doesn't mess about, the Knight of Wands. Now, for some of you, there needs to be some note of caution, because when you get the Knight of Wands, he's pretty wild. He's got something to say, he's going to say it. You've got the Eight of Wands, so there's something coming in from somebody. There's a message being delivered. There's a change in the weather, you know. There's something communicated fast. It doesn't mess about. It's card of movement. It's wands. When you get that with the Ace of Wands, and you get the Queen of Wands, and you get the Knight of Wands, and then we got the Three of Wands, and on the bottom of the deck I've got the Six of Wands, with the moon. That's interesting. Three of Wands again is the growth of something. It's, you know, you've got your Ace of Wands, then you have your Two of Wands where someone's prospecting over a horizon. They're looking where they want to be. They're looking where they want to go. When it multiplies to the three, it's got legs, you know. Something can expand. Somebody wants, you know, this has quite a sexual side to it for some of you. They want to take it to the next level. For some of you, somebody wants you bad. I mean, I can't really, you know, if you watch me regularly, you know that I don't normally go into this kind of territory, but I can't ignore it, okay? I'm not going to ignore it because it's really, so there's that kind of Kundalini energy coming up, which is nice. This could be if you're single. You haven't even met this person yet. You could meet them online. It's the only way to probably meet someone at the moment, but Eight of Wands is an online card as well. If you do, it may be that they are at a distance from you. There's distance and there's closeness in this reading. And then, of course, the Three of Wands, if you multiply it, when it multiplies, it goes to the six, and it's a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Six of Wands, the victory card. If this is to do with career, Scorpio, then you are set if you're doing anything creative or anything that requires you to put yourself first and forward and really, you know, put it out there. Hang it out there. Have absolutely, be the diva, you know, male or female, to just not care what people think, to be your absolute scorpionic self. Death card. It's transformation. It's an awakening. And notice as well, on these two cards, the infinity symbol above their heads. This has been coming for you for a while, actually. If it's in relationship, you transform into the most powerful part of that relationship and also the leader in a way. In the extended reading, I think I'm going to look at the other side. I'm going to look at the other person. I'm going to look at how they feel about you. I'm going to look at what that Four of Pentacles is and what are the obstacles that have been holding this back. Okay, for some of you, this is a reconciliation. Yes, okay, fine. If it's a reconciliation, it's somebody who did not show up for you enough, okay? And now they want to very fast. Because we have reconciliation, okay, number one. Mercury's retrograde still in July. This happens. The sun moves into Leo on the 22nd. And there's a beautiful new moon in Cancer on the 20th in your sister sign of Cancer. I feel like from the 20th onwards, this is all systems go, okay? We also get unrequited love. And at one point, for those of you that are looking at someone in reconciliation, they treated you like they didn't care at one point somehow. Their behaviour confused you. They either gaslighted or... yeah, underneath the moon, I'm looking here at the Six of Cups. And we've got the King of Swords, so it could be an air sign or a fire sign. We also have new love. For those of you that are single, this might be the time to put yourself out there in whichever way you feel comfortable, okay? you'll be very lucky about meeting someone. It's a really good time. Disco pants on, because you will be incredibly chemically compatible. Let's just put it that way. Also, we have children. For some of you, there may have been issue to do with children, about someone's divorce. I'm getting for one or two of you about what was restricting them, what was holding them back. It may be that things have changed for them, and it may be that lockdown had something to do with that. Scorpio. I don't know why I've got some romance angel cards in my oracle cards. Okay, let's have an oracle card. I'm sure last month you had something about the truth coming out about something, and I think this almost continues that. But we've had enough eclipses by now. Yeah, I'm not surprised you got that card. That there's no holding it back, that's for sure. Yeah, I've never seen this card before. The Hawk Prince. Spirit communication with paying attention. Remember when we had that Magician card, and we've got this kind of string coming down here with the infinity symbol? The Camel Boy, small steps and asking for help. They may be rushing in with their giant Ace of Wands or whatever they're doing, okay? But you're being cautious. Small steps towards this. For some of you, I can't ignore how much this is going to light you up, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but don't, you're Scorpios, you're generally quite cautious, but hey, there's a lot of chemistry on the table. Don't let the chemistry blow you away, is what I'm saying. The Phoenix. And the Death card. Resurrection and surrendering to change. Scorpio, I'm going to scooch and do your extended reading. The link's in the description box for that. Do follow me on Instagram, Gemstone Tarot. Do like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Namaste.